Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I have Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge with me, and today we're going to take a look at the best Android Nougat ROM for the Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge called Aurora version 21. So of course everybody can have their own opinion, but in my opinion this ROM is the best TouchWiz Nougat ROM which you can get. It's basically a S8 port or an S8 Plus port actually, but everything is really smooth. You have a good battery life, and you have also some customization options available in the ROM settings or in the ROM control app called Aurora Settings. Over there we're going to take a look at that one later. But actually this one is really fast. It has tons of customizations available, and right. So as I've already mentioned, this ROM here is a normal S8 Plus port, so you will basically get everything from the Galaxy S8 Plus. The apps are the same as on the Galaxy S8 Plus. The system UI or the notification panel looks exactly like the Galaxy S8 Plus. The recent apps panel looks exactly like the Galaxy S8 Plus, so everything is basically like the S8 Plus. You can also see the animations are like the S8 Plus. The lock screen is like the S8 Plus. You can see you got these icons over there. Of course you can enable the normal notifications also. But another nice thing here is that that you can go to the music player here and directly play a music track, which is really amazing. And right, you can see that you also got a new animation when you unlock your phone. You have this new Galaxy S8 live wallpaper here, which looks really amazing. And right, but not everything is ported from the Galaxy S8, so there are still some small apps which are the same as on the Galaxy S7 Edge running on Android Nougat. For example, you get the S8 style camera. Here you can see the S8 style icon, but the camera itself is from the Galaxy S7 Edge running on Android Nougat. You can see you get the same camera. You don't have this zoom feature over here, all that standard features. And right, so something different which I need to mention is that if you download an app, for example, from the Play Store, where is the Play Store? Here it is. So if you download an app here, for example, I don't know, this one here, so let's install that quickly. As you can see, after the app is installed, you will get to this permissions screen where you can basically set the permissions directly after the installation process of the app, which is really amazing. So yeah, this is also something which I need to mention. You also get something called Smart Manager. We all know that Samsung has removed this Smart Manager in Android Nougat together with the Android Nougat update, but now we have the Smart Manager of the Galaxy C9, I guess. I'm not quite sure which one this year is, but it's really nice to see that we have the Smart Manager on this ROM, which was removed by Samsung with the Nougat updates. You also get the S8 radio app, as we all know that the Galaxy S7 Edge hasn't got that radio, but this ROM, but together with this ROM, you have the radio. But actually, of course, you need your earphones to get get this here working. And right, you also get the Root Explorer on board, which is really nice. And yeah, now let's take a look at the Aurora settings. The Aurora settings is something like a ROM control for this ROM. Basically, you can customize your ROM together with it. For example, you can customize the status bar, the notification panel, the recents panel, the power menu. So you can see you also get a lot of items here in the power menu. And yeah, so now let's start with the status bar options here. So you can enable or disable the clock here. As you can see, you can enable or disable the clock the seconds of the clock, which is really funny. You can enable or disable the week here, and all that standard stuff. You can enable or disable the alarm icon if you have enabled one. Yeah, all that standard stuff. You also get something called advanced status bar settings. So here you can change your battery indicator layout, or as you can see now we have only the percentage over there. You can also enable that OG super very I don't know, you can enable this rounded battery icon there and all that. Yeah, you can enable a carrier label here. You can customize the label and all that things. You can enable a your RAM usage here at the top, as you can see here. Yeah, so you can do a lot of things here. So now let's move on to the enhancement settings here. So here you can enable or disable free themes. So free themes mean that you won't get this 5 minutes trail when you download a paid theme from the theme store, which is really amazing. So you can download all themes for free, or you cannot, yeah, you can download them for free and use them. Right, you can enable or disable a lock screen flashlight, which is also really nice if you press the volume down button, for example, and all that. You can enable or disable quick unlock if you have enabled a PIN code for the lock screen, and yeah, you get a lot of options here too. Here in the advanced power menu, here you can enable or disable items from the power menu. As you can see, there are a lot of things enabled by default. You can, for example, turn off the flashlight here, the restart menu, the screenshot menu, the emergency mode, and you can see that you have less options here. And you can also enable the old lollipop style power menu here, which is also really nice to see. I mean, I like this one here even more than the new one, but of course everyone has its own opinion there. And the call advanced settings, you get some settings for your call, so you can enable or disable the recording of your calls. You can choose how long the screen will be there if you end in call, for example, and all that. You can also enable a flashlights notification or something like that when you get a call, for example, which is also really nice. And yeah. So here in the advanced menu, you get 3 options here. So here you can directly go to the APN menu there. You can view your battery status or all that things, and you can also directly go to this hardware test screen. And yeah, so this is basically it there. Here you can enable or disable some system apps, which is also really nice. So if you don't like the Galaxy, or if you don't like the Finder app, you can basically disable that app, and you won't, and the app will basically be frozen. If you don't like the theme store, you can do that with the theme store too, or with the always on display. So right. So the last big thing here which you get is a Wi-Fi password reader. So you can press on there and you will get to this different menu here. So here you have all your Wi-Fis you are connected to or you were connected to in the past. So if you press on the Wi-Fi, you will get a prompt here, and you can basically see all the information of this Wi-Fi network all together with the password and all that. Yeah, but I'm not going to tap on it now. So this was basically it. Yeah, of course you also get that Bixby features and all that because it's an S8 portrait ROM. As you can see, everything is just smooth. And yeah, so this was basically it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a dislike. As always, and peace out.